Good morning, this is Joanne from Colorado. I thought I'd do a quick video on my little hummingbird gardens and just show you what I have planted in here this year. Lots of vermilion air right around the bird bath. Lots of bees balm. I mean a lot. Planted these this year. They're very pretty. However, my Spanish vine came up from last year and they loved it so much that I am letting everyone grow that I can. Everywhere. This is the rockin' fuchsia. And I have tried to turn the bees balm over here in the shade, well, at the end, so it wouldn't shade the other plants. I think I'll go over on the sunny side. I do have a flower pot over there with some canna lilies and some salvias. This is a lot of the purple salvia, but it's way too thick. I just need to thin it out. This is my sun soul flowers. They are so pretty, but they're kind of buried. And I keep looking for blooms. Not sure if there is any on those yet. There will be really soon. So I have red salvia, rockin' fuchsia. This is the black and blue, but needs to open. It was being shaded, and so it wasn't blooming. So we fixed that. I put a little of that hyssop in here. Hummingbird mint. They loved these last year. Down here I've got a few super bells. Cute little ones. Some of the sun soul. They say hummingbirds like them, but I've never seen a hummingbird go to them. But we're getting more hummingbirds, so we will see. I put some more of the Spanish vine here. Look at that, really pretty. A little butterfly. Anyway, I guess it's a mini moth. Lots of the hot lips. I think that this is a black and blue salvia in there. I just turned them again so they'd be in the sun. This is another salvia, but I prefer this variety that has the nice big and the hot lips. Those flowers. And I'm pretty sure that that is a purple one. Yeah. Kind of buried in there. We'll see. We'll make sure that it gets plenty of sun so that it'll make lots of blooms. My zinnias, we have a lot of some of this, little of this salvia thrown in. These are big blooms. Wow, that's a pretty one. So this is a mixture with some of the light salvia, some honeysuckle, some more of that salvia, and a little Spanish vine, and some vermilion air. So here's the other purple. It's getting some blooms. The sun's just been weird. It's either really hot or it's not there at all. Lots of vermilion air. This one also has some of the rockin' red and my canna lilies. They love this variety and these blooms. And then I have some pink hot lips. This is another mixed pot. It's got some of that purple salvia behind it. And this pipe I've got to get rid of today or tomorrow. Today's my son's birthday. Some vermilion air, some penstemon. This here is hot lips, but it's not doing real great there. What it needs is more sunshine. This is lavender, vermilion air, hot lips, hummingbird mint, some more salvia. I might have to back off a few of these so that the rest can get something, some sun. Some more lavender, some more salvia, some petunias that came back from before. And these zinnias have been a favorite for the swallowtail. Lots of bees balm. Those are such pretty butterflies. They love them. And these, gonna have to stand up a few. Make sure they don't get to hanging over too far. These butterflies are just on here a lot of the day. This is the hummingbird mint or hyssop variety, little peach flowers that they seem to really love last year. That salvia, my elephant ears, smoke bush. I don't know if that's a favorite of hummingbirds, but anyways, I brought it with me to this yard when I moved here, and it's doing good. So I moved this pot over here to this side of the yard because I needed some blooms that were blooming because the hummingbirds loved coming here, this spot. And these little petunias, I've never really seen the hummingbirds go to a lot of petunias before, but this bubblegum one, I've seen them go to it a lot over here. Some more salvia, purple salvia, some more pink hot lips, and a canna lily in the center. I still need to get to this honeysuckle and chop off all the old blooms. It's coming back dark green, so I know it's not getting showered with the sprinkler anymore. I have some rockin' fuchsia. Lots of bees balm. This pot is a mixture of all kinds of plants that I've planted here for the last few years. There's supposed to be some trumpet vine in there, but I don't see any. I don't know if those big vines, if those are moonflowers or if those are my heavenly blue morning glories. And then I have some more of the Spanish vine. That down there is a can't think of the name of the bush but it's wanting to climb. And some petunias that jumped in there. planted zinnias and sunflowers came back from last year. Not only did they come back in my yard, but yeah, they came in the neighbor's yard. I'm glad he got them out of there because they didn't look as pretty as they should have. Anyway, this here, I believe, is agastache. This is a big hummingbird mint bush. Lots of blooms. I don't know why that bush is falling out like that. It could look prettier if it didn't. Hummingbirds like coneflowers. So, and that's echinacea. Lots of the pink. More of the hummingbird mint. I find when I find something that comes back every year that they love, I'm planting it because I want to make sure that when I'm not renting here, the hummingbirds that I have attracted to this area will still be able to find food here. There's lots of neighbors that put up feeders. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to focus on this here little dragonfly. He's a little one, but they eat mosquitoes. My hollyhock are finally blooming, and I don't really think that they're a big deal to hummingbirds, but I've always wanted to have a few of them in my yard, and so I finally got my pots done for the front yard. I have vermilion or lantana, some little mini zinnias, some Bacopia, million bells. I have some zinnias over there that should fill out nicely. And I put some more Spanish vine up here. The hummingbirds usually like to sit in these little swings. I made them years ago, and they like to sit up here and watch their flowers. So I've never planted marigolds in there before, but I did this year. They help keep bugs out of things. So there is vermilion there. And the little petunias they go to. These little beetles, these are nasty things. They gotta get out of the flowers. I say I put those on the marigolds in there because they keep bugs away, and then they're eating. See, they eat the petunias. Oh. Wow, that whole pot, it looked like it's full of them. They're eating my vermilion leaves. That's when I gotta go around with a cup of soapy water and dump all of those beetles. They are horrible about eating things. Kind of shimmery, but... So I put some zinnias in this pot. Couldn't afford a whole lot of other flowers, but I have the black and blue salvia and one of the little hyssop. The hyssop in there. Bunch of hot lips and vermilion and a few zinnias in the middle, and that will fill up really good. And I think trying to make this look like a garden. The tree had all kinds of growth on the trunk all the way down. Just little leaves coming out of it. So I chopped it off up there to give me some sunlight for all my hummingbird flowers there, because they don't grow very well without sunlight. And I put a few of these little salvia here around the bird bath so that they would be happy, and some of the little petunias because they like those. And last but not least, I'll get out of the sun. Walking barefoot on all these rocks is fun. Okay. Wow. You know why it's so dark all of a sudden? My camera losing charge. I don't know what the deal is. Huh. Can't get it to focus. Anyways, fuchsias. And I will try to light this up in the video, but I always have these right here by my window so I can sit right inside and I can see the hummingbirds coming to the fuchsias. There we go. There's some blooms. I don't know what was happening to that, but so they love those. And for the fun of it, I did a shady bouquet over here with a few fuchsias right down here. I would like to get the higher pot that raises that up about 3 feet, and then those flowers would be much higher out of cat's way. The neighbor's cats like to come sit right here off of this step because mice like to go underneath there. So I've got to protect my hummingbirds from from other ones' interests. I was trying to get a picture of this because it's a very different color. It's almost a really dark purple and pink. Anyway, this really puts out a lot of flowers and makes them happy. I always have at least 3 varieties in there. So that is kind of the end of my garden. I did leave this dead stick in here, this branch, because little birds like to perch. And the bird bath is right there. So they like to fly in and land somewhere close where they can check it out and make sure it's safe. So that is it for my garden, and you have a great day.